بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Why? Qur'anic Arabic. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Qur'an, إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ قُرْآنًا عَرَبِيًّا لَعَلَّكُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ. Verily, we have revealed it in Arabic, the Qur'an, so that you may understand. The Qur'an is the first, the oldest, and the most unique book of the Arabic language. All schools of Muslim thought throughout the ages have been unanimous in their acceptance and veneration of its revealed Arabic text. It is the most renowned masterpiece of the Arabic language and a classic the world over. Its excellent and most appropriate wording, its clarity and well-balanced verses, its impressive and inimitable eloquence, its gentle and majestic style penetrates deep into the person's heart, stimulating age-old human values and wisdom. Its innate melody, beauty and grace provide a spiritually soothing therapy and ensures tranquility and peace of mind. The Quran, without any dispute, is the fountainhead of numerous branches of Arabic literature and its decisive influence over the origin and development of Arabic literature is incalculable. The Quranic text has been and remains the standard of excellence in literary Arabic, and its authority continues to be decisive for many linguistic disputes. Throughout the course of 14 centuries, this set standard of excellence has never permitted any deviation in literary Arabic at any time. As a result of this unique consistency, literary Arabic has been closely associated with the Quranic standard. This standard provides ease and comfort for scholars and students alike to comprehend what is an extensive, rich literature base. Perhaps in other languages of the world, this consistency does not exist. Indeed, the polytheists of Mecca, who are extremely hostile to the mission of the Quran, did their best to safeguard their religious and commercial interests. They clearly saw in the success of this mission the decline of their power and glory. At that time, they loved and respected the Arabic language and its eloquence, and regarded these as the criteria for the supremacy of one tribe over the other. They were, however, helpless in face of the unique style and teachings of the Quranic Arabic, were unable, despite their joint efforts and repeated invitation of producing anything to match it. History testifies that their efforts to prevent people from their listening to or reciting the magical message of the Quran proved futile. People were attracted towards the Quran, and most of them, after their listening to or reciting of its passages, were captivated by its marvel, wisdom, and noble messages. A systematic campaign to codify the exegesis of the Quran, Islamic sciences, and various branches of Arabic language and literature began in the 9th century. This immense codification task required a large number of distinguished and competent scholars who had deep-rooted grounding in Arabic and other related disciplines. The arena was also left open for non-Arabs to produce celebrated and authentic works on a variety of disciplines. These non-Arab Muslim scholars from the common strata of people from different parts of Muslim world had learned Arabic for the sake of the Quran. Their deep-rooted understanding of different branches of learning enabled them, along with their Arab brothers, to successfully accomplish this codification task and to become indisputable authorities on various branches of learning. This systematic, painstaking endeavor and dedication has produced celebrated treatises on various disciplines. Each discipline witnessed a considerable number of books which were later regarded as masterpieces and sources for related disciplines. Almost all treatises compiled during this period frequently quoted verses from the Quran with great veneration and regarded it as the fountainhead of all learning. Had there been no Al-Quran, these remarkable pieces of Arabic literature would never have seen the light of day. The Quran constantly encourages human beings to use their wisdom and intellect for the conquest of the forces of nature for the service of mankind. It invites tadabbur, contemplation, tafaqquh, comprehension, tafakkur, reflection, and ta'aqqul, wisdom, from man such that he can observe how well measured and divinely guided the natural phenomena are. According to the Quran, knowledge and righteousness must go hand in hand. It promises good rewards and high rank for those who possess knowledge coupled with faith and practice. It is evident from Quranic principles that the progress of any person on earth lies in the knowledge of created things and in careful utilization of the hidden forces of nature. This is possible only through exploration, observation, and experimentation. Inspired by the Quranic concept Muslims began their efforts to assimilate the ancient heritages of mankind. During the reigns of Al-Mamun and Mu'tasim, 9th century after Christ, many books dealing with philosophy, logic, ethics, alchemy, medicine, astrology, and mathematics were translated into Arabic. The flexible nature of the language was invaluable in expressing both concrete and abstract ideas. Muslim scholars preserved much of the Greek sciences, which might otherwise have been lost or remained hidden for many centuries, preceding the intellectual reawakening in Europe and the political supremacy of the European powers. Soon, the process of dissemination in various disciplines connected with human progress began. Many Muslim scientists, philosophers, historians, geographers, astronomers, physicians, chemists, botanists, linguists, jurisprudents were born, and through lifelong study, research, devotion, and constant endeavor became universally acknowledged authorities in the knowledge of created things. They were able to utilize, through their researches, the hidden forces of nature for the service of mankind. They always found in the Quran clear encouragement and support for their intellectual pursuits. They frequently quoted verses from the Quran closely related to their disciplines in their epoch-making treatises, and they made this a remarkable contribution in the language of the Quran, that is Arabic. The richness of Muslims' intellectual and scientific contribution can be assessed from the fact that the process of compilation of Arabic manuscript is not yet complete. Libraries in the Muslim world are busy in this exercise, and every day new manuscripts are discovered. So far, around 3 million manuscripts have already been catalogued. Thousands of important works have been lost during the vicissitude of time. Today, there is a tremendous scope for researchers and scholars in this extremely rich field. Looking at the size of the Muslim contribution, it is not an exaggeration to state that the world history of the medieval period will remain incomplete if the historian is either ignorant of or prejudiced against Arabic. The Quranic sciences have been able to preserve the vast and ancient world heritage in Arabic. The richness of this preservation can be assessed by the fact that commentaries written on the Old and New Testaments during the 18th and 19th centuries benefited considerably from Arabic material. The grammatical structure of Arabic throughout 1400 years has remained remarkably the same as displayed in the Quran. Most words in the Quran provide a number of comprehensive meanings. It is humanly impossible to translate it faithfully into any other language, because neither the exact meaning is expressed nor the comprehensive scope of the original word covered. Therefore, the real charm and marvel always remains hidden, to be comprehended and properly enjoyed only in Arabic. Even celebrated translators of the Holy Quran always face this problem and admitted their inability to render its meaning faithfully into any other language. In a very concise way, extensive and deep ideas and thoughts are manifested in the Quran frequently. A word will open new horizons in the mind of the reader, and the reader will feel neither heaviness nor frustration, but rather each repetition of the word increases his thought, bewilderment, and faith. Therefore, for example, the word Rabb in the Quran, which means nourisher, sustainer, Lord, and it appeared in the Quran for over 1,000 occasions. The term Rububiyyah, in the opinion of some leading lexicographers, means to develop a thing from stage to stage in accordance with its inherent aptitudes, needs, and its different aspects of existence, and also in a manner affording the requisite freedom to attain its full stature. Muslims, sadly, however, some educated Muslims in the modern world are content with poor Quranic translations. This attitude can cause great deficiency in the comprehension of the true concepts of the Quran, and is indeed fraught with danger. Human progress, success, and prosperity at all times depends largely on the careful utilization of space, time, and energy. The Quranic script, on account of its unique nature, economizes considerably on all three accounts. Other scripts of the world's languages required independent consonants and vowels for the composition of a word. In Arabic script, a word is composed by the reduction of most of its consonants into 1/3 of its size. When, for the composition of a word, a double consonant is required, in Arabic, either a 1/3 or full consonant accomplishes the function of a double consonant. For example, if the word Muhammad is written in Roman script or in any other script for that matter, the consonants and vowels from M to D used to be full. But in Arabic script, the consonant meme will be used as 1/3, ha as 1/3. Next meme will stand for 2 memes, and dal independent. Again, the short vowels in Arabic are just brief signs which are not required when the script is learned properly. More than 2/3 of the space, time and energy can be saved writing Muhammad, and this is equally true of all the words in Arabic script. Arabic script and its profusely rich vocabulary has enriched some linguistically different languages of the world, such as Persian, Urdu, Turkish, Malay, Berber, Hausa, Pashto, and Javanese. Notably, nobody can ever comprehend the inherent value of Muslim society, nor can the great variety of the elements of Islamic civilization be fully understood without a sound knowledge of Arabic. Only through the medium of Arabic can one successfully establish links with the foundations of Islamic culture for the future progress and prosperity of the Muslim society. Furthermore, Arabic is one of the leading languages of the world. It is one of the 6 official languages of the United Nations, and many independent nations have accepted it as their official language. More than 3/4 of a billion multilingual Muslims throughout the world have deep veneration for it as the medium through which they can reach the principal sources of Islam, the Quran and the Sunnah, which are such an integral part of their lives. They offer their prayers in Qur'anic Arabic, which is the lingua franca of the Muslim world. They offer their prayers in Qur'anic Arabic, which is the lingua franca of the Muslim world. Thank you. Barakallahu li wa lakum wal jamil muslimin. Innahu ta'ala jawadun kareemun malikum barur raufur rahim.